Hey folks, welcome to Guitar Daily. Just a little bit of fun with a loop there on an E flat minor to a B flat 7 thing. Let's change this, get rid of that. So I was kind of thinking about this earlier today, and there's this thing I remember hearing a quote from George Benson, actually. Great guitar player, hopefully you all know. And GB was talking about how he had worked, when he first worked with, I think it was Ron Carter, and Ron Carter said to him, do you not know anything other than minor 7th chords? Because, you know, George was, I guess, playing a lot of this sort of stuff, right? R&B, blues, bass, jazz stuff, you know, whatever. And he realized, and then I think Ron Carter said something to the effect of, maybe you should learn some 6 chords. You know, and he kind of, GB went, okay, and he went away and he kind of added that flavor to his playing. And it made me think, there's a couple of 6 chords that I use quite a bit, so I thought I'd show you them today. You know, because no doubt you know this is minor 7, or this, and this one. But to me, they sort of have a certain flavor about them and they're useful. But something like this, just a bit more colorful, isn't it? And that can be a super useful thing. So in that case, I have a G minor 6, I have G, E flat, E natural, G, E natural, B flat, D. And that's a G minor 6 chord. Super useful. I find it super useful. Next one I use quite a bit is this. G, D, E, B flat. Right? And there's a third one that I use quite a bit, which looks like this. And if you know those 3 shapes, you can kind of figure out all the rest of them, right? So here's our first one. Second one. What am I doing? Nearly played a minor 7 flat 5. From there, if we know this voicing, we can make it major very easily, right? You just take the third, in this case the minor third, and raise it by a semitone, and you get the major third. Now we have, and that's our major 6 voicing, right? So by knowing this one, we now know the major. So there's our major, there's our minor. These work over dominant chords too. They're not dominant, but in this case, there's no 7th, so you could think of it as like a G, I guess G major 13 with no 7th, flat 7th. So if you had a piano player and they play a flat 7th, well then that would get that. Anyway, that's a topic for another day. So next one was up here. So we take the minor third and raise it. We get this, G, D, E, B. I like that voicing a lot. To me, it's real pretty, and one thing I like about it is you have a 5th here, and then you have a tone, and then you have a 5th. Right? Pretty cool. And the last one I talked about was this. Right? 1, 5, 6, and 3rd. Right, so if we raise the minor 3rd on the top, we get this. And that's a nice easy voicing. That could be seen as an E minor 7. So essentially it's E minor 7 over G. Right. E minor 7 in that case. And the other one would be E minor 7 flat 5 over G. So if you wanted to take this any further, you could, any E minor 7 flat 5 chord you know, any voicing, those can also be G minor 6, right? Because it's the same thing. So these are your major voicings. And these are your minor voicings. Now these are by no means exhaustive. That's just like a starting point. But I find those 3 voicings generally give me a lot of things that I can cover most things that are going to happen. I have something kind of down here in the low register that's going to work. I have something in the high register, and I have something kind of up here. So say I was in the key of D, I might have that be my first one, be my second, or. So you can see I can cover different portions of the neck. Anyway, I hope this has been useful. If it has, please subscribe. As I mentioned, my name's Nick Granville. I'm a professional guitar player from Wellington, New Zealand. I make my living playing these things, guitars. I post videos every day on YouTube about what I'm up to, some music lessons, stuff, all that kind of stuff. One of the best things you can do is share these videos. Share it with people who are into the same sort of stuff. That helps sort of spread the word. But also subscribe and like. That's greatly appreciated. Otherwise I'll see you tomorrow. I'll play out with some funk grooves because I like playing the Strat for that stuff.